So you're thinking about moving to Chino, California, but you want to know the pros and cons, the good and the bad, and what's really going on in that city before you move all the way out here. Well, in this video, I'm going to break it down from my perspective because I moved here in 2015 from Monrovia, California, and before that I was in Pasadena. So if anybody knows the pros and cons, it's gonna be your boy. So stay tuned because we're gonna get into it right after this. If it's your first time to the channel, welcome. Do me a favor, hit that like button, smash the subscribe button if you'd like to know everything that's going on in the Southern California real estate market and cities just like Chino. Guys, my name is Will. The team and I, we get calls, texts, and emails from viewers just like you looking to buy, sell, and invest in Southern California in cities just like this, Chino, California, and guess what? We absolutely love it. So if you're looking to make a move in 3 days or even 3 months, do me a favor, send us a call, shoot us a text, drop us an email, and we'd be happy to help you make the smooth move to Chino. So today, guys, like I mentioned, we're gonna be getting into the pros and cons of living in Chino, California, where I currently live. So I'm not going to give you what you want, the pros first. I'm gonna give you the cons first. So let's get into it. The number one con of living in Chino, California is going to be, drum roll please, the cows. Guys, Chino was mostly like dairy farms, and there's still some, but a lot of them have moved out and it's becoming commercial now. But when we first moved here in 2015, boy, oh boy, when you stepped out the house in the morning, the smell of cow would smack you in your face. So that's gonna be the number one con. That has changed thus far. It's not as bad, but there's something about when it's cool outside. I don't know, I'm not a scientist, but there's something about how the wind carries the smell when it's like damp outside. So do some research. If you figure it out, let me know in the comments below, okay? So that's the number one, the cows. The number two, it's gonna be the flies. So when you have cows, you have flies. And in the summertime, when it's hot out, you know, you wanna have barbecues and stuff, but the flies, man, they swarm. So again, it's gotten a little better, but that's definitely one of the cons, okay? The next con is gonna be nightlife. You know, your boy ain't that old, but there's not much to do from a nightlife perspective, you know? So there's a few bars and pubs that have opened up. There's a cool restaurant called Casa Diaz that's recently opened up. That place is really cool. But other than that, there's not much nightlife. This is more suburban, so it's more family. So, I mean, I guess that could be a con and a pro, right? Also, you know, being African-American, I would think diversity, especially when I first moved out here, didn't seem very diverse. I think since the pandemic, it's pushed people out here. I'm starting to see a little more diversity, but I'm gonna drop a link below to niche.com and it'll break down some of the key statistics about the city. So those, my friends, are the cons. So let's get into the good stuff, the pros. So pros, all right, so I have a young family, and one of the pros why we moved out here were the schools. So the schools are really good. When I lived in Pasadena, Monrovia, my kids were in private schools, very expensive, and the housing is very expensive. So moving out here, we've been able to put our kids into public schools because we have Chino Valley Unified School District, and it's an amazing school district. So 8s, 9s, 10s, all across the board. So Really good school district. Again, click the link below so you can find out more about the school systems. Great Schools or niche.com can give you some information on schools, okay? The second pro about living in Chino, California is gonna be the safety. Like, I feel like it's really safe here. I'm born and raised in New Orleans, like in the heart of the city. And it's pretty rough there, you know? Like, you cannot leave your doors unlocked, your cars unlocked, because somebody would break into it. Here, not so much. Like, we feel safe with the kids playing out. There's other kids in the neighborhood. It's very quiet. Even though we live probably about a mile away from the jail, which was one of my concerns when I first moved here, so it could be kind of a con. But when I moved here, there was a police officer kind of down the street. And basically what he told me was kind of what I was thinking. He said, if someone breaks out of jail, this is the last place they want to be. So it's really safe. And I have not had any problems in the last 8 years since I've lived here. So that's one of the pros. Another pro from my perspective, because I was, again, I moved here from the South. I moved here and we were so used to new construction. So a huge pro for me, and it's how I actually found Chino, was new construction. If you're living in Los Angeles, it is almost impossible to find new construction or, like, you know, a community tract homes where you're gonna get different phases and you can get in early and get good prices. It's gonna be almost impossible to do that. So here in Chino, it's in what's called the Inland Empire, or San Bernardino County. There is tons of new construction, okay? So the community I'm in right now, it's called College Park. There's another community here in Chino called the Chino Preserve, and then you go 10 more minutes and then you're in Ontario Ranch. So well over 4,000 new construction homes in this area. So those are the pros and the cons of living in Chino. I'm pretty sure there's many more. I'd love for you to let me know in the comments, but I want to thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Do me a favor and check out this next video. I'm going to take you on a tour of some of the homes in which you can get in different price points in Chino. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. And if you're looking to make a move to the Chino area or any other place in Southern California, do me a favor, send us a call, shoot us a text, or drop us an email. My team and I would be happy to help you make the smooth move to Chino or any of the surrounding areas. Till next time, take care.